Hello everybody, welcome to my bathroom. Today we are doing my skincare routine, which is my first time ever doing a video like this. To be honest, I have struggled with breakouts and acne throughout my life. I'll probably pop in a picture somewhere of how bad it was. And now the fact that I received a comment on one of my videos requesting for a skincare routine, it means so much to me to be able to be here and have like a better understanding of how my skin reacts to certain products and what it likes and dislikes. I just woke up in the morning. All I've done so far is just wash my face. I usually wash my face with water only in the morning. I don't really use any cleansers because I feel like it hasn't really gotten that oily. I used to have super oily skin, but now I still have oily skin. It's just more of a combination, but I feel like I really noticed a big difference once I started switching over to mainly Asian products. So a lot of Korean skincare and Japanese skincare, which I will show you guys in the video. And I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me try to bring my camera up towards the light, but this is my skin without any makeup or anything. I do have a few scars that I'm trying to heal from like a really huge breakout recently. Actually day 2 of me getting my brows tinted. So it's fading pretty nicely, and I think the color is not super dark as the first day anymore. So these are the 3 essences I always go into after washing my face. They're from meee, and I'm not really exactly sure what each of them do, but they do come together in a set, so it's better if you use all of them together. One of them has to do with tightening, one of them has to do with hydration. I know for sure the colored one, it has to do with helping with redness, which I do struggle with a lot. And you don't even need much, you just need about 1 drop or 2 of each. Tap it all throughout my face. It's really light, and I have super sensitive skin, so it's nice that my skin is loving this. I really think that using less products is the way to go. Like, I have always just stuck with a cleanser and a moisturizer pretty much most of my skincare routine. Ever since I discovered essences, meee just sent me a bunch of these products. I decided to try them out, and surprisingly, I really do see a difference and I love them. So I'm just adding on what I think is necessary, but I'm still not keeping it too complicated. Whichever gets the job done and makes me see a difference, I'm cool with. After that, I go in with my Sunjung. This is the Barrier Intensive Cream, which is super hydrating. I love it. They definitely say that it's great for dry skin, but even with my skin, I feel like it helps a lot. When I feel it hydrated, I feel like my skin doesn't produce as much oil as it usually does. So, and then after that, I go in with the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, which is very popular and is also the reason why I decided to try it out. I love how light it is on the skin, and it's not super greasy or leaves a white cast or anything like that. What do you guys think of my brows, by the way? I feel like it's so nice to just wake up and like have brows, because I've seen some of my before pictures before I draw in my brows. I have like 3 hairs, and I don't really have any hairs by my tail, so it kind of is really hard to pull off like that natural look for me. I've been trying to do my brow research and see what options I have in terms of like nano blading or shading or anything like that. She looks more put together now with the brows, I feel like, but it's definitely gonna fade in about a week, they said, because it's just basically tinting your brow hair. I'm gonna try to enjoy it while it lasts. Then depends on the day. Sometimes I do this during the night. I typically go with this gua sha tool, which I love. I have it in the jade, but they have it in rose quartz and other versions as well. And it's essentially the stone, and then I use the rosehip oil from any brand is fine. I think they all have the similar products. Like there's nothing really complicated with rosehip oil. But I use like about 2 or 3 drops of this, and then I go in with my gua sha, and it really helps with, I feel like, my muscles. It kind of just, sometimes it gets really tense and puffy on my face, and I feel like it helps with that as well. And I have really severe like TMJ pain right here where my jaw muscles just clench up. Some mornings I would just wake up and I couldn't open my mouth because it was in so much pain and it was so tight. And I feel like ever since I really used this gua sha and like massage this area for a really consistent time, I think now it's been a lot better. Sometimes I do have flare-ups, and I would just use my gua sha and I go in here. You can look up like YouTube videos on which method to use the gua sha, because they have really detailed tutorials on how to glide it on your skin and how to hit all your pressure points, and it's amazing. I really feel like it relaxes my face a lot, and it's just, I love it. I think before I found out about gua sha, I was really considering getting like Botox to help with my TMJ, but I know that's just like a temporary fix and you still have to go back and get more units to help with that. I just think this is such a much better way to approach it in the long run as well. Also, in case this picks up on camera, my eyelids are a little pink. Like during the winter time, my eyelid eczema really does act up. It gets super dry and super flaky there. It also gets itchy sometimes too, and I haven't quite really found a solution for it. All I've just been doing is putting moisturizer on top just to hydrate it. But yeah, it gets really rough during the winter times, and I just wake up with like pink eyelids as if I already have like eyeshadow on it. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else experiences that as well. Hello, I'm back. I ended up forgetting to film the nighttime skincare routine after the filming and getting ready. So today is day 2 after that. Technically it is day 4 from when I got my brows tinted, so you can see how it's fading right now actually. The tail ends are kind of fading away. I haven't really added anything onto it like makeup or anything like that. Eventually within these future next days I will start to add some makeup to it. Just have some light makeup on, and we're gonna take it off now. And hopefully I can work around my brows. Apparently oil cleansers help it fade a lot faster. So I've been trying to stick with Cetaphil when I wash my brows. So let me show you guys my favorite makeup remover cleanser. So this is my recent favorite. I've always double cleansed my makeup off and my lash glue and my mascara. Since I use the Hairline Make mascara, it's especially hard to come off. But ever since I've discovered this, I had a small sample of it and I loved it. So I ended up buying the full size. This cleansing balm is incredible. It's the first time I'm ever using a cleansing balm, but it removes everything, and literally I don't have to cleanse after this at all. And it takes off all of my lash glue, all of my waterproof mascara. All I do is pretty much take a little scoopy onto my hand, and then I like to add like a little bit of water just to mix in with the balm. It looks like this on the inside. Oh, are you focused? Okay. It looks like this on the inside, and I just take a little scoopy. Don't really need much of it. It's actually quite strong. Kind of just rub it on my hands just to melt the balm a little. And I basically massage it all over my face, and then I rinse it off with a bit of water and it comes right off. I'm trying not to get into my brows, but removing my mascara right now. And then usually that's it, but since I have my brows tinted, I went in with Cetaphil just to make sure the area is oil free. But then afterwards I rinse and I go in with the 3 essences that I love. Then for my night team, I especially only use this at night. It's the Laneige Cream Skin. It's both a toner and a moisturizer, which I love when it simplifies the step for me. It's kind of like this milky liquid, which makes me feel like it's super hydrating and also cooling. So I love using this, and it usually comes out just like milk, really. Bruh. Oops, I do like one pump of this because it's a lot. And again, pat it on my skin. You can tell I use it a lot because I'm using the jumbo size when it usually comes in like a medium size. Like, I think I mentioned this the other day, but I'm gonna go ahead and use my gua sha with my rosehip oil. So I'll take 2 to 3 drops of the rosehip oil right there. Try to avoid my brows, but I'll go in into my entire face and try to pat it evenly. And it basically gives you a smooth surface to do your gua sha. Because apparently it's not a smooth surface, the friction that can sometimes happen will actually cause wrinkles. So I've got my jade gua sha here. There's a lot of YouTube videos on how to do them, different techniques, but I've really stuck with the same ones, which you can start from your shoulder and your neck too, but a lot of times I'm in a rush. Start with my chin, and then this really helps with my TMJ, this part right here. And you kind of just circulate it. Sometimes, some days or nights when it's really tense, I kind of just like to go over it like at least 5 times just to loosen up the tension. And then sometimes I like to go in down here as well, and that really helps loosen up my muscles. And try to use the flat side as opposed to this, like this. And then the same for the other side. And then the next step, I'll just go up here and sort of just trace out your cheekbones to the edge of where your hairline is, and you circulate there as well. It really is really relaxing to do. One of your pressure points as well. I don't know, you can see right here. And then this one's really hard because I want to avoid my brows, but it's also really relaxing as you kind of just center it by your brow. And then at the end there. And then the last part, you're just going to turn it on its side and then just drag it across your forehead. And usually for each technique, I usually do it about like, I would say 4 reps. Do them as many as you like, as long as you feel as it's sufficient. And just remember to be like gentle on your skin so you're not dragging it or anything like that. I like to just clean my gua sha after I use them with some baby wipes, and that's pretty much it. It goes back into its storage case. So I kind of just wipe the edges around, and you can usually wash it with soap and water as well, but you just have to be careful because it gets super slippery and it can break on impact if you drop it as well. And that's it for my skincare routine. Pretty much what I do on the daily. If I'm not wearing makeup, I just skip the cleansing balm and I go in with Cetaphil or that exfoliant that I showed. If you guys have any questions on any of the products, feel free to drop a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!